We have two former NFL players, one of whom has a Super Bowl ring just like this, and neither of them are named Scott Gray. Neither one of them are named Scott Gray. We have Scott Gray here, Tebucky Jones, former Patriots, NFL player, head coach of New Britain. We have Andrew Pinnock, former NFL player, the pride of Bloomfield. So now we're talking about, folks, the Super Bowl. This ring here belongs to Mr. Jones, but he has lended it to me for it's like a few months, I think, right? He said a few months?
I told him he's never going to get it back. He's seen the last of that ring.
Got about 15 minutes. I got security outside.
All right. Well, welcome, guys. I'm going to have my hand right here because my face is kind of tired, but welcome to the show. Pinnock and Jones, you guys great football players. I want to get your thoughts on each other. You guys didn't play the same era, but I want Tebucky, give me your thoughts on Pinnock, a bruising fullback from Bloomfield. What was your thoughts on him watching him play?
You were there when I think, went down to San Diego. After the Super Bowl, what was your years? Like 2000. He was.
Well, give me the scouting report.
No, I wasn't there.
You wasn't 2000? Oh no, that was the other.
2003, I was there.
Well, give me the scouting. We have about 6 minutes. So give me the scouting report.
Well, it's like this. Big fullbacks. I can remember one time playing, and we had a setup that the fullback come block the linebacker, and I come free off the blitz. But the opposite thing happened. I thought I was paralyzed one time. So
he hit you.
Well, it wasn't him, but it was another a big fullback, and it wasn't a nice feeling.
A tremendous safety. You could put a hurt on. So now, Mr. Pinnock, Mr. Jones, your thought on Tebucky Jones, number 34.
I remember coming up.
Run some video there, Mikey. Get some video of these guys in action.
Coming up, I always heard Tebucky is a great running back. So I was always hearing the stories of how, man, Tebucky used to do this, Tebucky used to do that. So that's what I looked up. But then when he, I guess when he went to college, he went into turned into a free safety. Wow.
Back in the day, right?
He was a free safety or strong safety?
Well, college I was strong, and then
high school running back, right?
I remember watching the game. We always followed Syracuse, you know, because Bloomfield and Syracuse always had this connection thing. So we always followed Syracuse. And I remember, I think he was playing. I want to say it was Tennessee. You remember? Was it Tennessee? It was some team. I remember you coming up and hitting somebody. I think you was up in a linebacker position. You was up in the box. And you came in. I couldn't tell you. I thought it was Tennessee, but I guess not. But that's all I remember.
Back in your day, Mr. Pinnock. Scott Gray, 6-time Connecticut Sportscaster. Your thoughts on these guys real quick.
I was going to say, do you have any of my games? Where's all mine?
I'm showing my ring here. I'm showing my ring now. So tell us, your quick thought. You see these guys, two legendary guys.
Two of the best ever to come out of the state of Connecticut. I mean, you know, legendary is absolutely right, because when they were playing, everybody in the state knew who they were. There's no question about it.
Let's say we to the Super Bowl. I love this ring, man. My hand's getting kind of heavy. Now, what year again with the Patriots? What year when they won the Super Bowl ring?
2002. The first one, the most important one.
Because that sets the
tone. And actually, you know what? After that Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure they went on probably it was 10 years later, probably the most dominant team in the league.
You had a great interception in that game, didn't you? I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was a fumble. I scooped it up.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. That's right. So what's it like?
I was going to say, if the Patriots win this time, you've got to put Tom Brady into the discussion as possibly the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah, he's one of the top. Him. You never get Joe Montana, but Peyton Manning. Yeah, so.
What's he like? Brady was there when you were there, right?
Yeah.
So what's he like? Behind the scenes.
You know what? The dude, he works hard. He was quiet, but once you go in the weight room, works hard. He does extra, stays out with the receivers. Actually, sometimes DBs catch the balls from getting a little extra in, and then when it's time to play, you just see a whole another guy come up, and it's just fire.
He gets the switch a
bit. The reality of winning a ring, right? When you ring a ring, it's something that never goes away. Tell us about that feeling. That's every athlete's aspiration in the NFL, to win a ring. What's it been like to have one of these?
You know, I did an interview last night, and you really can't explain it. It's like we won. It's hard to believe. And then it took so long to get the ring. It was like, when are we going to get the ring? We finally got them. But it was still like, I couldn't believe it. But so you're like, this is probably the 5th time I ever had this ring out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't want any.
I'll bring it back to you about 6 months. About 6, 7 months.
He hasn't taken his eyes off of you since you put that ring on.
I'll mail it back to you, Lucky. Really, I'm going to mail it back to you.
People don't understand. Sam, people understand it's so hard to win a Super Bowl ring. There's some guys that played 13 years, that was fortunate enough to play 13 years and never even made the playoffs. You know, I came close. We came close in San Diego. We played the Patriots AFC Championship and lost. But, like, it's hard to win a Super Bowl win.
We have 1 minute left. Tebucky, what advice would you give distractions? We know one of the biggest issues, Super Bowl, big game, you guys know that. How do you keep away from distractions? What did you do? Did you lock yourself in the hotel room? We know guys who have gone out and got involved with girls, that extracurricular activity on a Super Bowl Eve night. What did you do? What advice would you give them?
The biggest thing, you know what? Just think about that checkbook. 50 grand.
Right.
You late to a meeting. So, but I think like playing for New England, it was always structured. You know, he gave us a little time, and each day that you got closer to the Super Bowl, time kind of, you know, went down. And like 2 days before, it's 11 o'clock. Guys really take it serious.
Right.
You know, the guys I played with, we really wanted to win. We were underdogs, so you were like, hey, lights out. It's time to go tomorrow, get ready, and win this game.
And I don't think you want to mess around with Belichick.
All right.
Yeah.
45 seconds, and I have you guys back. 45 seconds, your prediction and why. In 45 seconds, 3 guys, make it happen. Pinnock.
Giants can win if they can fix their punt coverage. They can win a close one. Too many times they punter, kicks a long line drive, out-kicks his coverage. That gives Tom Brady a short field. He will make it a boring Super Bowl because he will score every single time.
So special teams. Punting is going to be key for the game for the Giants.
Punting is going to be a key for the guy.
Coach Jones.
All right. I'm going to go from a coach's point.
Yep. 30 seconds.
Well, I look at Belichick. He never loses twice. Giants beat him. And just like when we played in the Super Bowl, the Rams beat us early in the year, and we came back and beat them.
All right, Pat. 5 seconds.
Okay.
Scott Gray.
I got to go with the Giants because I think they have more options on offense, and on defense, they certainly have that pass rush. The Patriots are going to have to go no huddle the whole game to try to keep those defensive players of the Giants on the field and wear them out.
That's a long 5 seconds.
24-21 Giants.
All right, I'm going with the Giants. To look at my ring, folks. Thanks to all our guests, folks. All of them: Marilyn Alvario, Isaias Diaz, Chris Keating, Tebucky Jones, Andrew Pinnock, Scott Gray. Don't forget, catch our show 24/7 at ctnow.com/Stan. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter for the good folks here at Fox, Connecticut. I'm Stan Simpson. Look at this ring, folks. Get that mic. The morning news is next. Look at this ring. It's mine. I'm not giving it back to him.